Are your breakfast choices causing your leg pain? It's not the eggs themselves. It's what you eat with eggs that could be causing inflammation in your body, especially in your legs. I know this firsthand. My knee pain went away after I changed what I ate for breakfast. Nearly 4 out of 10 adults over 60 have the same kind of leg pain from inflammation. In this video, I'll show you 6 common foods that cause inflammation when eaten with eggs. You'll learn how these food combos affect your blood flow, joints, and muscle strength after 60. I'll also share simple swaps that can help reduce pain while letting you enjoy your morning routine. Could your plate of eggs be making your legs hurt when you stand up? It sounds strange, but sometimes even healthy foods can cause problems when combined with others. Let's be clear about eggs. They're great for seniors. They give you protein to fight muscle loss and nutrients like vitamin B12 and choline that help your nerves and brain. So why might eggs cause problems? The answer is in how our bodies change after 60. As we age, our digestion slows down. Think of it like an old car that needs more maintenance. Food moves through our system more slowly, and the enzymes that break down food don't work as well. Our body's reaction to certain foods also changes as we age. Our immune system becomes more sensitive, creating low-level inflammation that can last for days after eating. When inflammation becomes your normal state, it creates real problems, especially for your legs. Legs often get the worst of this inflammation because blood flow weakens with age, especially in parts farthest from the heart. Inflammatory compounds can build up in the legs. Knees, ankles, and hips already support our weight all day. When inflammation settles in these areas, you notice it. Morning stiffness, aching knees on stairs, or weakness after standing briefly. Many seniors think it's just getting older, never suspecting breakfast could be the cause. The connection is hard to see because the effects aren't immediate. You don't eat breakfast and suddenly can't walk. Instead, the inflammation builds slowly over time. This affects your life in big ways. When you can't move easily, you lose independence. Activities you love, gardening, shopping, visiting friends, playing with grandchildren, slowly fade away. Take Margaret, age 72. She had terrible morning stiffness and knee pain that made gardening impossible. After changing how she prepared her morning eggs, she saw big improvements in just 3 weeks. "I can bend down to tend my roses again," she said. "I never thought my breakfast was linked to my knee pain." Here's the good news. Simple changes to how you prepare and combine eggs can make a big difference. Eggs aren't the problem. It's what you eat with them that can trigger inflammation affecting your mobility. Think of it as a partnership gone wrong. Eggs bring good nutrients, but their companions determine whether your meal helps or hurts your body. Your digestive system, already working harder after 60, can get overwhelmed by certain combinations, letting inflammatory compounds leak into your blood and settle in your legs. By making better choices about what goes with your eggs, you're actively supporting your mobility and independence, keeping your freedom as you age. The classic American breakfast of bacon and eggs might remind you of childhood and simpler times, but this beloved pair creates problems for bodies over 60. For generations who grew up with bacon, sausage, or ham at breakfast, these foods feel like comfort on a plate. Unfortunately, this tradition hides dangers as our bodies age. Behind that tasty combo is a mix of inflammatory triggers, high sodium that disrupts your body's fluid balance, nitrates added as preservatives, artificial additives for flavor and color, high amounts of saturated fats. Together, these ingredients start inflammation throughout your body, like setting off a silent alarm in your system. The impact gets much worse after 60. Your body's cleaning processes become less efficient with age, making it harder to process and remove inflammatory compounds. What your body could handle when you were younger now stays longer, causing more inflammation. The worst part is what happens when eggs and processed meats combine. They create a harmful reaction in your system. This pairing raises uric acid in your bloodstream due to specific interactions between compounds in eggs and the nitrates and fats in processed meats. This high uric acid often leads to gout, a painful form of arthritis that affects many older adults. This explains why many seniors feel worse as the day goes on. The high uric acid forms crystals that collect in the joints of your lower body. These tiny needle-like crystals embed in the soft tissues of your knees, ankles, and feet, triggering your immune system to respond with inflammation, swelling, and pain. What many mistake for normal aging is actually this inflammatory process at work. The gradual stiffness, trouble with stairs, heaviness in legs, all can be traced back to your breakfast choice. The problem gets worse because of age-related changes in blood flow. Circulation naturally decreases, especially to your extremities. Your legs already get less efficient blood flow compared to your younger years, making them especially vulnerable to inflammatory compounds. Research shows inflammatory markers rise quickly after eating this food combination. Within hours, measurable changes happen in your blood, with inflammation signaling compounds increasing significantly. These markers stay elevated longer in older adults whose systems process these foods more slowly. Consider the difference. A morning starting with this inflammatory breakfast typically moves from mild stiffness to noticeable leg heaviness by afternoon. The same senior choosing better proteins might maintain steady energy and mobility all day. The effects build over time. Occasional bacon and eggs might cause minimal issues, but eating them regularly creates ongoing inflammation. Your legs bear the brunt due to reduced circulation and the tendency of uric acid crystals to form in lower body joints. Beyond processed meats, there's another breakfast villain hiding in plain sight on many seniors' plates. That seemingly harmless piece of white toast or bagel you've paired with eggs for decades might be creating the perfect storm inside your body, one that's making your legs weaker each year. For generations, we've been taught that combining protein like eggs with carbs creates a complete breakfast. It's why so many seniors automatically reach for white toast, English muffins, or bagels with their morning eggs. This pairing feels natural and balanced, providing both quick energy and lasting fullness. What could be wrong with such a time-honored combination? These everyday breakfast habits can become harmful patterns over time, especially after age 60. White bread, bagels, and other refined carbs are highly processed, stripping away their natural fiber and nutrients. This fundamentally changes how your body processes these foods. Without their natural fiber to slow digestion, these carbs quickly break down into sugar in your bloodstream, like high-octane fuel that burns too fast and leaves harmful residue throughout your body. Your body sees this sudden sugar flood as a threat. Your immune system activates in response, releasing inflammatory chemicals throughout your body. This immune reaction might have been manageable when you were younger, but after 60, this inflammation can last for days. What makes this particularly problematic is the conflicting digestion times. While your white toast quickly converts to sugar, the eggs on your plate take much longer to digest. Eggs, rich in protein and healthy fats, need significantly more time to digest. When combined with quick digesting refined carbs, you create a digestive traffic jam. This mismatch forces your digestive system to work overtime, creating what nutritionists call a heavy and slow-moving meal through the digestive system. The resulting inflammation doesn't stay contained in your gut. The inflammatory compounds enter your bloodstream and, due to age-related circulation changes, often settle in areas with naturally poor blood flow, particularly your knees, ankles, and feet. When this inflammation happens daily, sugar molecules bind to proteins in your body, forming advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs damage cartilage, blood vessels, and nerves, with effects concentrated in the lower body, where circulation is often already compromised in older adults. Over time, this damage shows up as burning sensations in your calves, tingling in your feet, and persistent knee stiffness, symptoms many mistake for inevitable parts of aging. Consider Margaret, 72, who suffered from unexplained morning stiffness for years. Simply swapping her daily white toast for whole grain bread reduced her knee pain by 60% within 3 weeks. A change her doctor confirmed was likely due to decreased inflammation. The risks are especially high for seniors with diabetes, prediabetes, or existing nerve pain. What's especially tricky about this food pairing is the delayed reaction. The discomfort might appear hours later or even the next day, making it hard to connect your breakfast choices with your physical symptoms. When you combine eggs with white bread or bagels, you're creating a meal that spikes blood sugar, triggers system-wide inflammation, places a heavy burden on your digestive system. These three factors directly contribute to leg pain and weakness. That seemingly innocent addition of cheese to your morning eggs might be a hidden cause of your aching knees and stiff joints. While many seniors use cheese as a calcium-rich protein boost with their eggs, this combination creates special problems for bodies over 60. What's wrong with cheese, you might wonder? After all, it's been promoted as part of a healthy diet for decades. The issue isn't necessarily cheese by itself, but what happens when you combine it with eggs in a body that's become more sensitive with age. Let's look at what really happens when you enjoy that cheese omelet. Processed cheeses contain high levels of saturated fats, artificial additives, a milk protein called casein. These ingredients are particularly difficult for aging digestive systems, which naturally slow down as we enter our 60s and beyond. Your digestive capacity at 65 simply isn't what it was at 45. The combination of cheese and eggs creates what nutritionists call a digestive burden, a slow-digesting, high-fat meal that's challenging for your body to process efficiently. This burden starts an inflammatory cascade that begins in the gut, releasing inflammatory compounds that circulate through your bloodstream. These compounds build up in areas with naturally weaker circulation, particularly your knees, calves, and ankles. Imagine your circulatory system like the plumbing in your home. When pipes become narrowed, water pressure drops in the farthest rooms. Similarly, inflammation can compromise blood vessels in your legs, reducing vital oxygen and nutrients to these areas. Margaret, 72, discovered this connection after tracking her symptoms for a month. I'd have cheese omelets 3 times a week and couldn't understand why my knees felt worse on those afternoons, she explains. After cutting out cheese from my breakfast, the difference was remarkable. I can now garden without taking pain relievers afterward. Your sensitivity to dairy products, including cheese, increases with age. This heightened sensitivity means the inflammatory response becomes more pronounced over time. Your body becomes increasingly reactive to several key triggers in cheese. Casein protein, that's hard for aging digestive systems. Saturated fats that promote inflammation. Artificial additives in processed varieties. Natural compounds in aged cheeses. This inflammation affects blood flow to your lower body. When these vessels become compromised, your leg muscles receive less oxygen and nutrients, contributing to weakness and fatigue. A revealing sign, waking with swollen joints or finding it increasingly difficult to walk after regularly eating cheese with eggs, suggests your breakfast might be the culprit. The inflammatory compounds can settle in your joints overnight, leading to morning stiffness that many mistake for normal aging. For many seniors, the connection between morning cheese consumption and afternoon leg pain goes completely unnoticed. Who would think to connect that delicious breakfast with difficulty rising from a chair hours later? Yet the timing aligns perfectly with how inflammation develops and spreads through your system. This doesn't mean eliminating all dairy from your diet. Rather, it's about recognizing the specific challenges created by the cheese and eggs combination for your over 60 body. The proteins and fats in this pairing create a digestive burden that can overwhelm aging systems, triggering inflammation that specifically targets your mobility. Those bright red slices of tomato and crisp bell peppers, adding color to your morning omelet, might be silently contributing to your mobility problems. Nightshade vegetables, the colorful family that includes tomatoes, bell peppers, potatoes, and eggplant, are often added to egg dishes with the best intentions. After all, they add flavor, color, and what many believe to be nutritional benefits to an otherwise simple meal. Imagine waking up, getting ready to start your day, only to be greeted by mysterious aching in your legs and feet. You stretch, massage, even try walking it off, but the discomfort stays. The culprit might be on your breakfast plate. These seemingly innocent vegetables act like double agents in your diet, looking like healthy additions while secretly triggering inflammation behind the scenes. Nightshades contain solanine, a natural chemical compound plants produce to defend themselves. This substance irritates nerve endings and inflames tissues throughout the body. What makes this particularly concerning is that sensitivity to solanine typically increases with age, affecting many people over 60 who have no idea this could be causing their discomfort. The aging process fundamentally changes how our bodies respond to certain compounds. While younger adults process and eliminate solanine efficiently, those same mechanisms become less effective after 60. The nightshade vegetables you've enjoyed your entire life without problems might suddenly trigger inflammation and pain, with no obvious connection to your morning meal. When eggs and nightshades combine, they create a particularly challenging situation. This pairing forms a meal that stresses your digestive system and affects your joints. Your body struggles to efficiently process this combination, leading to increased inflammation, especially in the lower half of the body, where blood flow naturally decreases with age. The inflammatory response often shows up in your legs, knees, and feet hours after eating. If you wake up with tight joints, sore legs, or tingling feet, nightshades might be responsible. These symptoms, which many dismiss as normal aging, could directly connect to your vegetable-laden breakfast. Solanine affects your nervous system by triggering burning sensations in the calves, unexplained tingling in the feet, temporary numbness in the lower extremities. These neurological symptoms impact your confidence when walking, standing up, or navigating stairs, all crucial activities for maintaining independence. The protein in eggs can amplify the inflammatory response to solanine in susceptible individuals. This combination creates what researchers consider a perfect storm for leg pain, nerve discomfort, and fatigue, especially in the lower body where circulation is weaker in older adults. Repeated exposure to solanine can worsen joint pain, nerve discomfort, and leg fatigue over time. The cumulative effect builds gradually, making it difficult to identify the connection between your breakfast and mobility challenges. The good news is that eliminating nightshades from your diet, particularly when combined with eggs, has shown remarkable results for many seniors. Within weeks of making this dietary change, many report significant improvements in mobility, reduced leg pain, and decreased nerve symptoms. This doesn't mean all vegetables should be avoided with eggs. Many non-nightshade vegetables like spinach, kale, mushrooms, and zucchini provide nutritional benefits without triggering inflammation. The key is identifying which specific foods might be contributing to your discomfort and making targeted adjustments accordingly. Have you ever wondered why your legs sometimes feel especially stiff or achy after enjoying eggs with a squirt of ketchup or toast with jam? It's not just your imagination. That innocent-looking condiment or sweet drink alongside your eggs could be creating a dangerous chemical reaction in your body that specifically targets the tissues in your legs, a process that becomes increasingly harmful after age 60. Consider Margaret, a 72-year-old who enjoys eggs with a spoonful of strawberry jam every morning. For months, she blamed her increasing leg pain on just getting older, until her doctor connected her breakfast habits to her symptoms. Those breakfast table staples, ketchup on eggs, jam on toast, or orange juice, seem harmless, yet create a concerning reaction in seniors' bodies. When you eat sugary foods alongside protein-rich eggs, your body experiences a quick spike in blood sugar, triggering a process called glycation. During glycation, sugar molecules attach to proteins throughout your body, essentially caramelizing your tissues, like rust slowly corroding the once smooth machinery of your joints. This makes them stiff, brittle, and inflamed. This glycation process particularly affects the lower body. The resulting compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGES, damage cartilage in your knees, blood vessels supplying your legs, nerve endings in your feet. When enjoying eggs with ketchup, which contains surprising amounts of added sugar, you create perfect conditions for these damaging compounds to form and settle in areas where circulation is naturally weaker, primarily your lower extremities. The problem gets worse because this egg-sugar combination creates what scientists call a perfect storm for inflammation. Your body must work overtime to process both simultaneously, especially problematic for seniors with diabetes, prediabetes, or existing nerve pain, conditions already associated with compromised leg and foot circulation. Many seniors never connect their breakfast choices to their leg discomfort. That burning sensation in your calves after a walk, the mysterious tingling in your feet, knee stiffness with no apparent cause. These symptoms are often mistakenly attributed to poor circulation or natural aging, when the real culprit might be that packet of jelly you've been enjoying with your eggs for years. The damage builds up over time. Each breakfast reinforces the problem, gradually damaging the tissues in your lower extremities. Because your body's cleaning processes slow significantly after age 60, your system struggles to clear these harmful compounds efficiently. For those over 60, this food combination creates a double challenge. Your body produces more inflammatory compounds in response while becoming less efficient at removing them. This creates increased inflammation and decreased detoxification, meaning the effects last longer and cause more damage than in younger people. That small amount of added sugar might seem harmless in the moment, but for seniors, even modest amounts can significantly impact joint and nerve health when combined with protein-rich foods like eggs. The resulting damage specifically targets areas with naturally weaker circulation, your knees, ankles, calves, and feet, explaining why many seniors experience unexplained sensations hours after eating. That perfect storm of inflammation doesn't have to be your reality. While certain foods combined with eggs can damage your legs, pairing eggs with different companions can actually reverse inflammation and restore strength to your lower body. What you choose to eat with your eggs might be the most important health decision you make all day. Eggs themselves offer tremendous benefits when paired thoughtfully with foods that support your body's needs after 60. The right combinations can maintain muscle mass, support brain function, and fight inflammation. Smart pairings transform eggs into powerful allies for your health rather than potential inflammatory triggers. Let me guide you through creating inflammation-fighting egg meals step by step. First, replace inflammatory companions with powerful allies. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, and arugula deliver concentrated antioxidants that fight the inflammatory processes affecting leg mobility. These greens act like natural medicine, neutralizing inflammatory responses without taxing your digestive system. Avocado. This creamy fruit provides heart-healthy fats that nurture joint health. Think of avocado as a protective shield, coating your joints with nutrients that maintain flexibility in knees and ankles while supporting brain and heart function. Complex carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, and quinoa release energy gradually, preventing the inflammatory cascades triggered by blood sugar spikes. They function as time-released energy capsules, keeping you stable throughout the morning. Consider Jane, who suffered from morning stiffness and afternoon fatigue at 67. By switching from her traditional bacon and egg breakfast to poached eggs on sautéed spinach with olive oil, she noticed reduced joint pain within just 1 week. The olive oil's anti-inflammatory compounds enhance the meal's benefits, creating a synergistic effect. Imagine starting your day with avocado toast topped with a perfectly poached egg. This simple meal delivers sustained energy while actively supporting your body's anti-inflammatory mechanisms. The satisfaction comes without the inflammatory effects of processed foods, working with your body rather than against it. Your cooking method matters tremendously as well. Gentler techniques like boiling, steaming, or poaching preserve eggs' nutritional integrity while avoiding problematic compounds from high-heat cooking. When using oils, choose olive or avocado oil for their anti-inflammatory properties. A breakfast bowl featuring quinoa, soft-boiled eggs, and avocado creates a powerhouse meal that supports mobility. The steady energy release maintains stable blood sugar levels throughout the morning, preventing inflammatory responses that can settle in your legs. These strategic changes represent investments in your continued independence. By swapping processed meats for leafy greens, white toast for sweet potatoes, margarine for olive oil, you're making conscious choices that protect your legs and enhance your quality of life. Many notice improvements in energy and decreased stiffness within days of implementing these adjustments. Try a Mediterranean-inspired egg dish with olive oil, spinach, and turmeric for additional benefits. Or consider a breakfast power bowl with poached eggs, sweet potato cubes, and avocado slices. These combinations deliver flavor while actively supporting your body's needs after 60. Every breakfast is a decision that impacts your quality of life. The egg on your plate provides protein as the foundation of a meal that will either fight inflammation or fuel it. Your body at this stage of life deserves thoughtful care. Tomorrow, make just one change. Replace processed meats with avocado or swap white toast for sweet potato. Then listen to what your body tells you. Breakfast is a message to your body. By choosing foods that support your joints, you're promising yourself freedom of movement. Imagine waking up with renewed energy and less pain. How will you nourish your body tomorrow?